Good evening, everybody. I hope you're well. Welcome to Universal Spiritualism and welcome to my life. Hi, Tani. How are you doing? I'll just wait for a few people to come on and then I'll tell you what I'm doing this evening. I hope you've had some nice weather today. It's been lovely here. Bit cold, but the sun's been out. Makes a change from the 2 days of rain that we've had the last couple of days. So let me know where you are, how you are, what you've been up to. Hope you've had a good week. It's been a long one. It's been a long week. I don't know where everybody is. Oh, let's have a... Hi, Sheba. USA, Maine. 6 a.m. in Australia. Wow. You're about to head to work. Well, have a good day at work, Tani. Don't work too hard. Stay safe. Hi, Mary. Hi, Donna. Hi, Tanya. That's it. We're getting some people on now. It's been a very long week. I can't wait till I get work over and done with. I bet you can't. Yes. One more day and it's the weekend. I'm going out on Sunday to have lunch with my brother and sister-in-law, so I'm looking forward to that. 2:03 p.m. where you are, Share Bear. It's 7:04 p.m. here in the UK. Hi, Christy. Hope you're well. Early afternoon where you are, Donna. Oh, it's amazing how far the internet can reach. It's amazing how the internet brings the world together, literally the world. Canada, Australia, America, South Africa. That's just to name a few that we've had on here. United Kingdom, yeah. New Zealand, oh my Lord. We really are reaching the bottom of the world, aren't we? 8 a.m. in New Zealand. Hi, Tina. Hi, Susan. Netherlands, yeah, not forgetting the Dutch. We get quite a few Dutch on as well. Ontario, is that Canada? My geography is rubbish, so I apologise if I'm wrong. Colorado. Wow. 11:05 a.m. where you are, Crystal, in Canada. Wow. Wow. Yes. Anyway, welcome everybody. For those that don't know me and haven't seen me before, I am Stace Shaw. I'm an intuitive psychic and spiritualist medium. Excuse my yawning. It's not because I'm bored. It's not because I don't want to be here. I suffer with sleep apnea. And with it being the end of the evening, my sleep apnea tends to catch up with me. So if I yawn now and again, it's nothing to do with you lot, okay? Because today, as some of you may know, I work with colours. I work a lot with colours for my intuitive psychic readings. And today I will be using this one. I finished it off the other day. It's called Enchanted Tree House, and it's a colouring book that I've coloured in, and I've based it on Harry Potter themed houses. But I'm going to see how they work with the psychic readings today. Okay, so Tani, you were first on. I'll make it quick because I know you've got to go. Pick a number from 1 to 24 if you would like a reading, and then I will go to who I'm drawn to. The 1 to 24 represents the page numbers. Okay. Hello from Ireland. Yes, we can't forget those in Ireland. 21, Tani. Okay, my darling. 21 it is. 21. Let's see whose house you get. Oh, my darling. You've got this one. There you go. You've got the little tree house there. And I've called this Hedwig's house. Hedwig, of course, is Harry Potter's owl. And I want to say that this is about being observant. And I want to say make friends. I know you've got friends already. But I want to say you need to go out more and you need to make more friends, okay? But this is also being about hunting. I want to be the hunter and I want to see things from a higher perspective. And I feel like I'm hunting truth and I'm hunting knowledge. So with yourself, I want to take you back to your learning days. I want to be studying. And I feel that you're wanting to study more into the spiritual side of yourself as opposed to it being academic. So I'm looking into mediumship, I'm looking into healing, and I'm looking into how I can make my connection to the universe stronger. So I want to say, go out, get into nature, and pick up the clues, like on the changes of the season. For instance, when I used to go out walking with my granddad, he used to teach me things about nature, like if the cows are lying down in the field, it's going to rain. If the acorns are closed, it's going to be a wet one. If they're open, it's going to be a dry one. Things like that. So I want to be more connected to nature. I want to have more of that knowledge, and I want to feel more spiritually connected to nature. Okay, you have been told you have a gift, but I haven't tried yet. Well, this is what this is saying. The owl is also a messenger. It's also saying that you have got the gift, you just have to flex that muscle, my darling. So if you want to learn more and you want to connect more to nature and you want to connect more with the universe, then start learning. You have the capability, all right? And it's about hunting the right mentor for you and hunting the right people, okay? So I'll leave that with you. Get doing your research, get yourself a mentor, and get learning, my darling, because with your history and your ancestry, your ancestors are there waiting to work with you. The angels are there waiting to work with you. And I want to say the guardians of the earth are waiting for you. Now, I don't know what that means. You all know what that means, but the guardians, that's how they're putting it. The guardians of the earth are waiting for you to join them. Okay, so they want you to be a guardian of nature. They want you to be an advocate for those that can't defend and haven't got a voice, such as the trees and the animals and the plants. They want you to be I don't want to say conservationist, but something along them lines. They want you to be the guardian of the earth. All right, my darling. So I'll leave all their love with you, and I'll say thank you for working with me, and have a good day at work, my darling. Okay, let's go to who's next. Mary Mormon. Is it Mormon? Mormon, sorry. Mary Mormon, are you with us, my darling? Let me see if I've got a number for you. A number from 1 to 24, please, Mary, if you've not already put one down. I can't see one. Hi. A number from 1 to 24, Mary. I've got to scroll all the way down, down, down. Now, I do feel with yourself, as I connect with your energy, Mary, that you have been feeling a little bit down lately. I got that word 3 times in my head as I'm searching for your number. So I want to say that there have been some down days with yourself, and it's not necessarily depression or anything like that. I don't want to go down that road with yourself, but I just feel like the world is a very unhappy place at the minute, and I'm picking up on the negative energies and the down mood of people around me. Just the fact that life is difficult at the moment. I hope you understand that. Let me scroll. Let me scroll. Who's that? Please don't send stars or pay for any readings. We don't do that on this site. All readings are free and it will not bump you up, just to say that. Mary, are you still with us, my darling? because I can't find your number. 18. There you go. I knew you was there somewhere. 18, right. So yeah, I do feel like I'm just fed up of the world at the moment. That's how I feel. It isn't difficult. Can we slow the chat down, people? Because I'm missing Mary's comments. I can't keep up. It isn't difficult. Both boring at the moment. Yeah, I just feel like the world isn't how I'd like it to be at the moment. I just feel sort of a bit fed up with, you know, the lack of activity, the lack of positivity, the lack of just everybody seems to be on a bit of a negative. Well, this, you know, I ain't got this, I ain't got that, I can't do this, I can't do that. Money's this, money's that. That kind of down, not sort of like I say, it's not a mental health issue that I'm picking up on, just generally fed up really. So 18. There you go, my darling. This is Professor Trelawney. Now, in the films, Professor Trelawney is the one that teaches divination. She teaches people how to read crystal balls, and the crystal balls are very clear. So I want to say she's a little bit eccentric and she can be a little bit dramatic, but I want to say that you've been quite sensitive at the moment. It kind of just backs up what I was saying. But she's also a person that's unaware of social cues. So what I mean by that is she's struggling to she says things, but she doesn't realize the impact of what she says on other people. You are. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. So what I want to say to you is you're full of good advice and you're good at guiding people, and people come to you with their problems and their woes, and you know, if they've got any difficulties, they seem to turn to you for advice and for guidance, and you're not fully aware of the impact of what you say has on the people around you. So what I need to say to you, my darling, is appreciate and accept that you do help people. Okay, you're not leaving anybody to sort of try and figure things out on their own. If you can help people, you will, and you do. So I need to say that to you. But I do feel that you feel a little bit unappreciated as well. Now, it's not that people aren't showing their appreciation or that they're not grateful for your help. You're just missing the little things that they do to show their appreciation, if that makes sense. And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. It's not that you're being ignorant or selfish or anything of that nature. You're just missing the cues. You're not because you're being so factual and so practical, you're missing the cues of what they're trying to do to pay it back to you, to try and help you and to thank you for what you're doing. So this is about appreciating yourself, appreciating the impact you have on people, and recognizing the good that you do. Okay, and recognize the good that you do by the way other people respond to that goodness. Okay, so the more they give to you, pick up on them cues. And I also want to say, you see spirit, but you doubt it. Okay, I know you've seen spirit, and I feel like I've had flickers in the corner of my eye because I'm being drawn to my eye line, and it's like I've got the blinkers on, you know, like the blinkers on a horse. So it's like you see it, but you don't acknowledge it and you don't recognize it and you doubt it. Don't doubt it, my darling. You are a seer. Okay. And I want to say, get with the girls and go for a drink. I feel like there's a party coming up or an anniversary of some sort. There's a celebration coming up, and I feel it's a birthday, and I feel it's a birthday party, and I'm going towards the end of the month. And they want you to get out and socialize and have that glass of wine, whether it's a girly lunch or whether it's a night out on the town, whatever it is, go out and enjoy yourself and get sociable. Okay. Yeah, go for ladies' lunch or something. I'm being given a ladies' lunch. So whatever that is celebrating, go out, make sure you accept the invitation. Do not back out of it. Okay. Because I'm hearing that you're because things are getting so stagnant and you're feeling a bit fed up and a bit down about things, you don't feel really that you're in the mood to go out and meet people and do things. But once you've done it, you might have to motivate yourself to go, but once you go, you will enjoy yourself and it will make you feel better and it will make you feel more sociable. All right, my darling. So I will leave that with you and I'll say thank you for working with me. Okay, let me see who's next. Let me see. Oh, I'm getting quite warm now. Mind you, it has been a warm day. And why won't my thing move? Oh, dear. Sorry, guys, my scrolling thing won't work. Right, let's have a look. Share Bear, let's come to you. What number did you pick, my sweetheart? You might have to put your numbers in. Oh, now says 4. 4 peeps? What are you talking about? Oh no, trust me, there's more than 4 people watching, my darling. Because don't forget, we stream to Facebook and YouTube, and I see all comments from both platforms. So there's definitely more than 4 people watching. Okay, number 6 for you, Share Bear. It doesn't matter how many watchers there are. 6, number 6. Oh, you've got my little green mushroom house, and this is Dobby's house, what I envisaged Dobby's house to be if he had one. Now Dobby is the house elf, and in the beginning he's owned by wizarding families, posh wizarding families, but Harry manages to free him from his master, shall we say. So this is about a desire for freedom for yourself. I feel like you feel a little bit trapped by your circumstances at the moment, my darling. And I want to say you need to kind of break the cycle, if that makes sense. And I feel there's a sort of identity issue going on with yourself. So it's like, because you've been used to doing things in one way, and because of the way you've had to be, I feel like you've had to grow up quick and you've had to learn to be independent from an early age. And because of this, you haven't had the chance to figure out who Cher really is. Now, I don't know your name, and I know your nickname is Sharebear, but I'm getting the name Cheryl with you. So I don't know if that's your name or if that's somebody in spirit, but I'm hearing the name Cheryl. Let me know if that makes sense. It could just be a random thing. If it's not for you, it'll be for somebody else. But I do feel that now is your time. Now is your time to break free from everything that everybody. You can take the Cheryl. Thank you for that confirmation. So what I need to say to you is, let go of being a people pleaser. Stop trying to be everything that everyone else expects you to be or wants you to be or has trained you to be. Can you reach paint chip? Paint chip? I don't know what paint chip is. But yeah, I feel like you need to break free from them constraints, and you need to be free, and you need to be free to explore yourself and explore what you're about and who you are. Oh, it's a nickname. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I kind of looked at that a bit weird. So I want to say, be more confident in yourself. Be more confident with who you are. Explore who you are. Be the person that Share Bear would like to be best friends with. Okay. And just let everybody's expectations go and just tell people, you know, I'm going to be me. This is who I am. If you don't like it, jog on. I'm not going to be who you want me to be. I'm going to be who I want to be, because you can only live this life for yourself, my darling, okay? And this is what I feel is important to you. Now, Dobby is very determined. He's very strong-willed. He's very self-aware, and he's determined to do what's right by people and be the elf he wants to be. And if that means him going against the normal conformities of what his tribe, shall we say, expect him to be, because as a house elf, he's expected to behave in certain ways. He's expected not to have an opinion. He's expected to do as he's told and punish himself for negative feelings and emotions towards his master. But Dobby doesn't have any of that. He does what he feels is right. And if that means standing on his own, then so be it. He doesn't care, as long as his moral compass is clear and his conscience is clear. And this is what I get with you. As long as your conscience is clear and you know your heart, you're doing the right thing, that is what you need to do and be, okay? Be the person that you want to be, not what everybody else wants you to be. All right, my darling, I hope that helps. And I'll say thank you for working with me. You're very welcome, my darling. Okay, let's see if this scrolling thing will work. Who's next? Let's have a look. We need a Facebooker. Kellyanne, let's come to you, my darling. Number 7. It's nice to see all your faces on here today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time out of your evening to support myself and to support Universal Spiritualism. Yeah, it's amazing that you're all on here. So, and we appreciate all your support. Don't forget, you can subscribe to Universal Spiritualism. If you go across to the page, it'll tell you how to do that. Okay, who are we doing? Kelly, number 7. Yes, K-Weezy, I can see you. You don't have to keep repeating it. I will let you know if I need you to keep repeating it. But I do see all comments, so please stop spamming the chat, because if you spam it too much, Facebook will ban you, and we don't want that. So stop repeating it. 7, Kelly, 7, 7, 7. 7, 7, 7. Here you go, my darling. You've got what I call the piano house or the music house. And I call it the piano house because of this here. It looks like a wonky piano keyboard. But this is Professor Flitwick. Now, Professor Flitwick in the films is he does the feather, the Leviosa quote. That's famous in the Harry Potter film, but he's also conductor of the choir, the Hogwarts choir. So he's forever moving his arms. So he's into music. So I do feel that music is significant for you, Kelly. Let me know if this makes sense for you. And I feel that music helps your mood sometimes. Like if you're feeling angry, you'll put some heavy stuff on. If you're feeling sentimental, you'll put some chill out music on. If you're feeling dancey and boppy and fun and energetic, you'll put that kind of music on. So I do feel music plays a big part in your life. Classical music, yeah. Well, Professor Flitwick is, like I say, the Hogwarts choir, so the classical would fit. But I do feel whatever mood you're in is the music that you listen to, and the music that you listen to also affects your mood, if that makes sense. But he's very cheerful, he's very enthusiastic, and he's very resilient. And he's very wise as well. So what I need to say to you, my darling, is you are very resilient. You've come through a lot. You've overcome a lot. So never forget how far you have come, because I feel, again, it seems to be the theme of the night, you don't appreciate how far you've come. You don't appreciate fully the difficulties that you've been through would have knocked other people for six and would have put them on their backsides, basically. And I need to say to you, you've come through it all with grace, with dignity, with strength, with energy, and it's made you appreciate life a little bit more. So I want to give you a little bit more of enthusiasm. I do feel you're a very positive person, and you're a positive person because of everything you've gone through, because I wouldn't say you've had the worst of times, but it's the bad times that have given you the appreciation for what you have now. Yes, I recently came through a 7 year of hardship. Yeah, and this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that you've had to overcome a lot. And it's made you, you've not closed off your heart, I want to say. Don't tell me too much, Kelly, because you're taking the reading. Bless your heart. Yeah. Well, a rainbow represents reassurance. It represents a promise that everything's going to be okay and that you're through the worst, because rainbows always shine after a storm. All right. So reading into that, what you've just said, which I don't normally do because I don't like doing that because it makes it feel like you're feeding me. And I've just eaten my dinner and I want to stay medium, not a large. So I know that was rubbish. Don't give up your day job, Stace. But yeah, a rainbow is about reassurance. It's about a promise that everything's going to be okay, and it always shines after a storm. So you've just said you've been through a 7 year of hardship. I've said you've had a lot to overcome, and you need to fully appreciate exactly how far you've come and what you've overcome. All right. So things are going to get better. I feel there's a more positive attitude around you at the moment. But I also feel that it's made you more supportive and fair-minded of the younger generation. So what I mean by that is there's no judgment with yourself. Like, the next generation down from you can make their mistakes, and I do feel there's somebody around you that's making or has made some silly decisions and silly mistakes of lately, but you're there as a guiding hand, and you're using your experiences and what you've learned through your experiences to try and guide them back on the right path. If this isn't already happening now, look out for that coming in, okay? Because I do feel that there is a younger generation around you that is going to need your advice and the experience of your wisdom and the experience of your experiences, if that makes sense. All right. So keep that heart open, because I do feel that you're a very warm-hearted, very wise, very kind person, a very supportive person. Make sure you ground yourself. Make sure you set your boundaries. Okay. There isn't a 29 Charles R's. It's 1 to 24. So yeah, I'll leave that with you, my darling. Keep playing that music. Keep that positive mindset. Remember how strong and resilient you are. Remember your roots and where you've come from. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see who's next. Oh, my button's not working again. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Cornelia. Hi, everybody that's just joined. Kathy, pick a number from 1 to 24, and I will go to who I am drawn to. You're very welcome, my darling. Okay. Don't forget, we are streaming to both Facebook and YouTube. So the names on the screen will appear at the bottom here as to who the reading is for. So if you can't see the name in the chat, it'll be because it's on a different platform, but you'll be able to see it on the screen there, okay? Just for those that that don't know, that are first time here. Okay, K Weezy, let's come to you. Number 3. Number 3. All right. So you have this one, and it's a blue and grey, a bit of a wobbly mushroom house with lots of love on it. So the first thing I want to say is this is the house of Luna Lovegood, and she belongs to Ravenclaw, but this is also a Ravenclaw themed house. Now, Ravenclaw is a house in Harry Potter. Luna Lovegood is the eccentric, blonde, very kind-hearted, very thinking out of the box young lady. She's very quirky, very witty, but she's also very wise, and she's a good advisor and supporter to Harry in his deepest thoughts and his darkest moments. Okay, so it says, things we lose have a way of coming back to us in the end. That is her quote. So again, you know who this is going back to, and I've said this to you before, and this has come from a intuitive reading from you before, and I'll say it again. Don't focus on the loss, K Weezy, okay? Focus on what you had. Focus on the time you had. Focus on being grateful that you was a part of each other's lives. Rather than focusing on the loss, focus on what you had together when he was physically here in the presence. Okay. The Ravenclaw motto is wit beyond measure is man's greatest pleasure. So that's Dad's way of saying you need to go out, you need to have more fun, you need to socialize, and you need to live life for the present. And again, I've said this to you before, the message is the same. Okay, it's just connecting with you in a different way. All right. I know you miss your dad, my darling, and that's understandable. And you're always going to miss him. It will get easier. You won't ever get over it. You will be able to live with the loss. Okay. And I always say that, and that goes for everybody. You can live, you won't ever get over the loss, but you will be able to live with it, because grief changes people and it becomes a part of you. But you need to live life in the present. You need to go out, you need to socialize, and you need to bring the fun factor back into your life. Okay. It's easy to sit and wallow in the loss, and I'm not saying that's what you're doing. But with Luna, she lost her mum. She lost her mum at a very young age through an accident with a potion spell or something or other. And then later on, she loses her dad. But in between that, she's very she gets bullied at school as well. But she keeps that, she doesn't let anything bother her. She lives in the present, she carries on. And she's just her authentic self, because she's got nothing to lose, because she feels she's already lost it. And as far as Harry goes, because she's already been through it as well, she gives Harry advice on how to deal with his loss of his parents. So the two come together. So I feel that's what you need. I feel you need people around you that have been through similar circumstances. So go to your GP, ask for that counselling, get some grief counselling, or just go. I know in some places they have meetings where they get groups of grieving people together, and they just meet up for a coffee and a chat, and just generally, just go out, meet people, live in the present, focus on the good instead of focusing on the loss. All right, my darling, I'll leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Okay, let's have a look. Cornelia, let's come to you. Number 17. Number 17. Thank you again for everybody joining. It is very much appreciated. Thank you for holding space. Okay. Right. I feel you're being very misunderstood at the moment, my sweetheart. Or there's a situation around you that's being misunderstood. This is Snape's house. This is what I envisage Professor Snape's house to look like, mainly because of the roof. It looks like his hair, and there's no compromising with Snape. Now he's a professor. He wants the dark arts position. He doesn't get it. So in the beginning, he's the potions master. He's the potions teacher. All right. And he can be very sarcastic, very condescending, and very judgmental. Now, I'm not saying this is your personality, but I do feel there is somebody around you with that type of personality. Oh dear, he's not all bad, Cornelia. Honestly, he's not. He's a very misunderstood character. When you watch the last film, it delves a little bit deeper into the psychology of Snape, and he's been through a lot of trauma. He's been through bullying at school. He's been through rejection because of his magical abilities. He was judged on that, and the only person that ever accepted him for who he was Lily, Harry Potter's mum, and he fell in love with her. And then when she met James and his friends, they treated him very cruelly. So a lot of Snape's attitude and grimness comes from the experiences he's had growing up and the experiences he had at school. But despite all that, he absolutely adored Lily, and he became a protector. He became something else. He became the person that in the end did all the right things for all the right reasons, despite it being a risk to himself. And I feel this is kind of your personality. I feel like you've had a lot of trauma growing up. You've had a lot of upset. Again, it seems to be the theme. You've had to overcome a lot in your life. And sometimes people misunderstand things that you do or things that you say, or even misunderstand your mood sometimes because it's mentally, I won't say scarred you, but because it's mentally impacted you so deeply, sometimes it comes to the forefront without you realizing it. Yes, some family, thank you for that confirmation. So what I need to say to you is, my darling, is just be aware of your emotions and be aware of your moods. I don't know how old you are, but I'm kind of getting the menopausal mood swings. I'm feeling irritable and I'm feeling frustrated, and the people around me aren't helping. The people around you aren't helping a lot. You are very perceptive and you are very intelligent, and you hide a lot. And again, this is what makes you misunderstood. But you can't frustrated, yeah. I feel that. I feel the frustration. And a lot of the time, Professor Snape is frustrated. He's frustrated with the situation. He's frustrated that he can't help in the ways that he wants to when he needs to. And I kind of feel like I'm having to bide my time with things or watch things happen that I wouldn't necessarily want to happen. But this is all part of the learning curve, okay, my darling? You're very intelligent, you're very perceptive, and you're very loyal as well. But nothing is perfect. Okay. And I know you want everything to work out and be perfect and be humble, but nothing is perfect. Perfection doesn't exist, because if it did, well, us mediums wouldn't be here for a start. And we'd have no lessons to learn, would we? So it's all about learning lessons. Throughout the films, Snape has lessons to learn, and he does learn. And Harry Potter also misunderstood Snape. That Harry, Ron, and Hermione all misunderstand Snape. They all think he's against Harry. They all think he wants Harry dead. They all think he's stealing the Philosopher's Stone. And in actual fact, all he's doing is trying to protect Harry on the broomstick. He tries to protect the Philosopher's Stone. He tried to protect Lily when he went over to be a double agent for Dumbledore. So get creative. If this situation needs to change, my darling, you kind of need to be that double agent. You need to get creative, all right? And be the protector without making it obvious what you're doing, if that makes sense. Exactly, Gels. Imperfections are perfectly imperfect. Try saying that when you've had a drink. Imperfections are perfectly imperfect. That'll make a good tongue twister, a bit like Peter Piper. All right, my sweet. So I will leave that with you. I hope the situation changes for you. Try and cut out the sarcasm now. Okay. I know sometimes it can be funny, and sometimes it's so obvious that people are just asking for the sarcasm, but there's a time and a place. All right, my darling. So make sure you don't get misunderstood through your sarcasm as well. All right, my sweetheart. I will leave that with you and I'll say thank you for working with me. All right, let's see who's next. Good evening, Rebecca. Let's see. La 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 la. Ooh. Excuse me. I'm getting tired. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Linda. Take care, Donna Marie. Okay, Linda Owens, let's come to you. You want number 19. You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. Why do I feel like I'm scratching my head with you, my darling? So I feel like you're in a position at the moment where you don't know which way to turn, or you don't know what action to take, and it literally has you scratching your head. I really feel like there's a decision that needs to be made, but you're not sure which way to go. And what I need to say to you is, you're knackered today too much. It's my sleep apnea, Rebecca. Oh, bless your heart. I'll send you some healing. Oh, don't do that, Rebecca. You'll make me yawn even more. I do apologise. I'm so sorry. I think I'm going to need a black coffee after this. Oh, God. I've forgotten what I was saying now. Rebecca, you're naughty. Okay, Linda. Going back to Linda, you're very easily distracted at the moment. I feel like I can't focus on anything. I feel like I can't concentrate on anything. That happened for a reason. I got distracted by Rebecca, and it was so easy to be distracted. I'm distracted by the yawning because of my sleep apnea, and I'm just finding everything hard work at the moment, whether it be making a decision, doing the housework, and I want to say studying as well. I don't know if you're studying for anything or you've got some paperwork that needs looking at, but I just can't face it at the moment. I feel very worn out, and I feel wiped out. It's not even a drained or an exhausted. I feel completely wiped out. Let me know if that makes sense, my darling. And you've got Sirius Black. So I feel like a prisoner in my own home at the moment. Sirius Black was locked up in Azkaban for 12 years for a crime he did not commit, namely murder. But we find out later in the films that he was wrongly accused, and the person he was supposed to have murdered was still alive. You can take that. So I do feel like a prisoner in my own home a minute. I feel like I can't move and I can't make any changes, and I feel like I'm going out of my mind with restraint. With restraint, I want to say. But there are friends around Sirius that help him. He eventually, I don't know how he escapes, but he escapes out of the prison. And this is what you can do. All you have to do is open that door, open your heart and open your mind, and escape from your metaphorical prison. Talk to people. Oh, you lost your mum 5 weeks ago. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, my darling. But yeah, this is about loss as well. He feels like he's lost his identity, feels like he's lost his freedom. He feels like he's lost his mind because he's been locked up for so long. And I feel this is yourself at the minute. I feel like you're lost in your mind. You're just generally lost because you've always had your mum there, and I feel like you and your mum were really close, and now she's not there. It's a big loss, and it feels like your right arm's been cut off. So I completely get the lost feeling with yourself. But I feel there's something that you're conflicted about. And I feel like you need some reassurance. Chloe Gregory, hold that thought. Don't go anywhere. But yeah, you are. Bless your heart. Yeah, but Sirius has Harry, and he has friends around him, only one or two, that help him get his freedom back, that help him on his way back to a normal mental state, if you like. So I want to say to you is you've got 2 or 3 people around you that you can lean on, that you need to talk to, that you need to offload onto, okay? In order for you to explore the stages of grief that you're going to help you understand yourself. If you haven't got these people to talk to, write it down. Sirius communicates with letters, with owls, delivering the messages and the letters. So I want to say, write to your mum, write a diary, write a journal. Dear mum, today I, blah, 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 blah. Talk to her either through your head, like silent talking through your head, send your thoughts up, or get a diary or a journal and just write it. Write a letter to your mum. Because owls, he's a black dog as well. He's an animagus, so he can shapeshift into an animal. And dogs are about loyalty, they're about bravery, and they're about unconditional love. You have 2 best mates. Yeah, I was going to say there's 2 people, because with Sirius there's 2 people. There's Lupin and there's Dumbledore. So yeah. So make sure you lean on them. Make sure you accept their help. That's what they're there for, okay? They may not have been through what you've been through, or may not understand fully how you feel, but they will still be there to support you and for you to be able to lean on, okay? It's like when Sirius leans on Harry, he doesn't tell Harry everything because he knows that Harry wouldn't fully understand, but he tells him enough to know that Sirius is whatever emotion it is that's going on in his head, okay? You talk to mum every day. Keep doing that, my darling. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? But again, with yourself, give yourself time. It's still very, very, very raw. There's no time limit to grief. I'm not going to say it's going to get better in a week, a month, a year, whatever. It will take as long as it takes, and you will take it at your own pace. Okay, it might take time, it might not. You might find you get it over all at once and then it'll be fine, but you might find it drips over years. But again, like I said to Kay Weezy, you will learn to live with it. You won't ever get over it. You will always miss her. You can talk to her every day. She's only thought away. You can write to her in a journal, whatever the case may be, but you will learn to live with it. And again, I know it's hard, but instead of focusing on the loss, focus on the gratitude for having each other in your lives. Focus on the good times you had. Focus on the photos that you've taken together over the years, the laughs, the giggles, and eventually you will be able to remember her with a smile, maybe through tears of laughter, maybe through tears of grief with the laughter, but you will be able to remember her for the positive as opposed to the negative. Okay, try and focus on what she brought into your life rather than the loss of the physicality of life. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and I will say thank you for working with me. All right, my darling. Okay, let's see who's next. Bless you, Rebecca. Bless you. You also want to 19.2. Yeah. Well, if you can take that message as well, Chloe, please do. All right, my sweetheart. That happened for a reason. So if you can take any of that message that I just gave, take that as well, and I'll send you both healing. Oh, bless your heart, Linda. But at least you was there with her. See, that's comfort in itself, because not everybody gets the chance to do that, my darling. Oh, bless you, Eileen. Lots of losses. Shazar. Let's come to you, number 9. Number 9 for Shazar. Sorry, I've just had a message from my daughter. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, my daughter's in town and she's just found out the bus has been cancelled. Right, where are we going? Shazar, number 9. Let's have a look. Number 9. All right, my darling, you've got Slytherin. This is my Slytherin, what I would envisage as my Slytherin house to look like. It's green and it's grey. So the green is for support and for connection, and the grey is about compromise. So Slytherin has the symbol of a snake. Now, snake is about you asked for number 9 too. Okay, then listen up, Rebecca. So this is for Rebecca and for Shazar. Spirit are working well with me today. They're doubling up. That means I can get around more people. So, go with the flow. What I need to say to you both is snakes is about shedding old skin. So in terms of I want to say let go of old habits, Rebecca, And for you, Shazar, I want to say let go of old anxieties and fears. Now, Slytherin people are very ambitious, very resourceful, and very determined, but it's also about self-preservation. So what I need to say to you, Shazar, is reset your boundaries and self-care rather than self-preservation. This is about self-care. I feel there's people around you at the moment that are trying to knock you down or trying to disencourage you from trying to better yourself. It's almost like I'm looking into starting new things, new projects, new ideas, new study, and I want to go new study. So I don't know if you're thinking about starting some sort of course or starting an apprenticeship or something along them lines, but I feel like you want to move forward and you want to test your limitations. I want to say you want to take yourself out of your comfort zone and you want to try something different. Go for it, my darling. Yes, your mother and family. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, they're not being very encouraging, but and you have a lot of fear, and they're feeding into this fear. They're feeding into your insecurities. Now, Lucius Malfoy is a Slytherin. I don't know if you've seen Harry Potter, so excuse me if I sound like I'm preaching to the known already. But for those that haven't seen it, Lucius Malfoy is from a upper class wizarding family, and he's very insecure. He has no respect for authority, has no respect for his parents. Well, no respect for his father, I should say. And the reason why he's the nemesis of Harry is because Harry is everything that he admires, but he doesn't want to admit that he admires. And this is what I feel it is with people with you. It's not so much a jealousy, it's more of an envy. I feel like you're very free spirited, you're very much wanting to do your own thing. You very much got, when you're surrounded by other people, you are very confident, you're very out there, and you like to put on a brave face, and you like to put up a front, and you like to make sure that people know that you're this confident, outgoing, etc., etc. But without them, without these other people around you, you shrink into yourself. It's like when he comes up against it, he's not so bothered about coming up against Harry or Ron, but when he comes up against Hermione, he absolutely cacks himself. And this is what I need to say to you. There's certain people that give you the fear and the anxiety, and these are what we call energy vampires. All right. So when you walk into a room, you get a sense. With certain people, you are anxious around. With certain people, it's almost like you're waiting for the criticism. You're waiting for the put down. You're waiting for the, well, you can't do that. What makes you think you can do that? And it's that kind of thing. And then you sort of go, well, yeah, can I? Can't I? Do you know what? Stand up and prove them wrong, my darling. Okay. Shed that skin. Leave it on the floor for them to look at. You go slither away and do your thing, my darling. Okay? Slithering will help you on your way to greatness. That's what the Sorting Hat says. So this is about you transforming into your own identity, being more confident within yourself and your abilities, ignoring those that put you down. Yet stop worrying about it. What's worrying about it going to achieve? All that's going to do is hold you back, my sweetheart. And you are more than capable of moving forward. You just need to be brave enough to take that leap. Okay. And it doesn't have to be all at once. It doesn't have to be, okay, I'm going to do it, boomf. You can do it slowly but surely, in your own time, at your own pace. Okay. Exactly nothing. It's not going to achieve anything. So transform your mindset, Tell yourself, I want you to do this every morning. Look in the mirror. Today will be a good day and I can and will achieve. Okay? And start with the small things. Give yourself one goal a day, whether it be just getting up and getting dressed, whether it be having that cupboard clear out that you've been meaning to do. You'd be surprised how much it makes you achieve, because once you've done it, you think, do you know what, I did that, and I'm proud of myself for doing that. I wasn't in the mood to do it, but I got myself motivated and I can do it. So if I can do that, I can do anything. And if you do that on a daily, your confidence will build up and you'll start worrying, and you will be able to move forward and achieve what it is you want to achieve. And I want to go back to this studying. You are capable, you have the brains, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, and you are very resourceful as well. Very resourceful. All right. So I'll leave that with you. Be strong. Let go of old habits and old negativities and do your thing, and don't listen to the negativity. All right, my darling. And that's my hour up. So I will say thank you again for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed them readings. Every message is sent with love, light, and healing. I will ask the angels to watch over you all until we meet again. I will be back next Thursday, same time, same place. I'm sorry I couldn't get around to everybody, but you can always take something from somebody else's message. So if you can, please do. Okay. I won't be on Sunday because I'm going out with lunch with my brother. So yeah, I will see you on Thursday, God willing, and the bus is running. Take care, everybody. Be safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.